Hey, this is Notser, and we're taking a look at a French destroyer that was teased by Wargaming on their dev blog. This is Le Terrible, or The Terrible. It's going to be a Tier 8 Premium. Super excited for that because I want more Tier 8 Premium DDs. I love DDs, obviously. And it looks like it's going to be more of the same of what we got with the Eagle, and maybe even more, which is super exciting. So I'm going to run through the stats and tell you what I think is awesome about him. First up, hit points 18,600. Couple that with Survivability Expert, we should be able to get up to 21,400, which is outstanding health. 19mm armor. That would reveal to me, unless they're hiding something, that there's no funny armor that's going to absorb HE like the Kobodos 50mm. It will take full damage if the enemy gets a chance to fire at you. It's got a 5x1 139mm design, so it's similar to something like the Fletcher in that regard. It is a longer ship, but 139 is pretty nice. Firing range is 11.2 kilometers. It's kind of shallow. I personally would not invest in advanced firing training. I didn't with the Eagle. I felt like the shells were too floaty, and these shells are going to be a little bit too floaty in my opinion. It's got 10% fire chance, which is nice base. Unfortunately, with the Eagle, inertia fuse high explosive was classified as like a light cruiser, so it took 3% away from that design. I think they fixed that bug, and it should only take 1% away. If you were to invest in inertia fuse, though, you would go from 23mm of penetration force on your HE to 30mm, so you're not quite reaching the potential threshold that allows you to do damage to bow and stern of battleships. So I don't really know how much value it actually has. Obviously, I'll investigate that. The reload time is 7 seconds. That is a big no-no. But the reason being is there's an extra consumable. So yes, 7 seconds is pretty bad, but this consumable seems incredibly strong. So you'll couple that with, running into an enemy DD or hunting them down, and in a short window, you'll have a lot of firepower on them. The turret traverse is 25 seconds, or 26 seconds basically. You will need expert marksman, just like the Eagle. The initial velocity is 840 meters per second for the HE, AP even worse, 800. They're going to be very sluggish shells. This is not open water, high velocity Soviets, or even Germans or Japanese. This is more akin to the British and the Americans, although a little bit better. But you will predominantly fire from smoke and are behind islands. This has 3x3 550mm torpedo tubes. They only do 15,000 damage. They have a maximum range of 9 kilometers. The reload time is 90 seconds, so that is absolutely very usable. Super excited for that. AA's, it's okay. I would like more information from the AA. Honestly, it doesn't look very good at all. In fact, it looks terrible instead of okay. The speed, though, 43 knots in the water. That is outstanding for Tier 8. That's before the speed signal flag. That's before engine boost. This is going to be the fastest ship in the game. This is insane. Turning radius is not bad. 690. Rudder shift 4-3. That's right on the edge of whether I would use acceleration or the rudder shift module. Surface detectability base is 9.1 kilometers. The absolute minimum that you could conceal yourself is probably going to be in the 7 range. I'm not doing the math right now, but that feels about right. Somewhere in that range. 7.5 maybe. So we're looking at about 1.5 kilometer between the torpedoes and your concealment. So obviously this is going to be just as poorly concealed as the Soviets. But it is a hunter. It goes out, it finds DDs, it kills them, it uses its speed to cover that ground. It's got damage control, smoke generator, speed boost, and then it also has the main gun reload booster, which apparently is being introduced to a bunch of French ships. This one improves the reload by 75% for 10 seconds. It has a 60-second cooldown with premium, 90 seconds with non-premium. It's going to be awesome. This consumable will revolutionize how you play this ship. Without it, it's pretty mediocre. 7-second reload is not impressive. With it, you're going to be putting out a lot of damage in a short window. Awesome for killing enemy DDs, finishing off targets they're trying to run, maybe even trying to have a fire set on the target if you see that they've used damage control. I'm definitely going to use this aggressively when I'm hunting down and trying to kill DDs. You're going to have to clear a large distance before the concealment, obviously. So let's just say you're going up against DDs with a concealment in the 5 to 6 kilometer range. Your concealment is in the 7s. You're going to have about 1.5 kilometers that you need to cover in order to detect them. You do that with the engine boost. This is going to be the French engine boost. That thing is outstanding. I've seen rumors that they think it'll get up to 53 knots in the water, 56. Just something insane. I can't imagine they're actually going to go that far, but maybe they will. And if they do, you better watch out, DDs. I'm one of those DDs. This thing will cover a lot of ground. It will be incredibly hard to hit for everything. BBs, cruisers, destroyers. Good luck, aircraft carriers. It's going to be a nightmare trying to hit this thing under speed boost if they allow it to go that full speed. There might be some cutoff. But, oh my. I'm really excited to see this main gun reload coupled with these guns. We'll see how the angles hold up. I think the camo looks great. I really enjoy the colors that they've chosen for the French, and I can't wait. I am a DD main. I love playing DDs. I love that the French are a slightly different take on something that we've already played many times, you know, with the Pan-Asians, the Americans, the Germans, the Japanese, the Soviets, the British, whenever this comes out. I'm really excited for it. Hopefully you are too. On top of this, apparently the Stalingrad's getting new camo. Let's try and find it. Yeah, here. This is a new camouflage for the Stalingrad. I don't know how you get it. Maybe this is going to be the camo that is applied to those who earn it through clan war. And this is very useless to those of us who don't speak Russian. But I have been told that this is a UI interface scaler. So I'm very excited. I record in 1440p. The UI is a little small. 4K players. Hopefully we get it in 7.8. I'm guessing that because we're seeing it in the super tester phase, we're not going to get it with 7.7. And we should expect it for 7.8. But I'm really excited to play the Terrible. This ship seems like just... oh, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be so brutal to deal with. Plus, you actually can use torpedoes. So, I hope that this was cool, exciting for anyone who's looking forward to French DDs. I'm really hoping that we get our hands on them at some point in 2019. It can't come fast enough for me. I really am excited, intrigued by the 139mm coupled with usable torpedoes. Something in between the Soviets and the Americans. Plus, if we get this main gun reload booster, oh yes. Pretty outstanding. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.